Hello people, today we're going to look at the new data logger on Gran Turismo. It's just been released. So as long as you save your best lap replays, you get this thing. Have a look. So we've got the Civic Type R against the GT86, and it gives you a breakdown of the speed at every corner as well as the line taken. They're fairly closely matched. Obviously, the Toyota is slightly quicker. It's very interesting to see, like, on the bottom, you can see how the line is very slightly different based on obviously the way the car is going. So the 86 runs a little bit wide there, and then hitting very nearly the same apex. So it's a very tiny, slightly different line. So the actual like characteristics of vehicle placement is actually very similar, although not exactly the same. See, the Civic is a little bit tighter on the apex there, so I could have done that a little bit better in the Toyota. So the Toyota is the orange one. Going down here, and I think the dotted lines are maybe when I'm off gas or something. It looks exactly the same, but obviously you got the graph at the top. So I was just annotating the bottom one. And you can see down there. Now I'm trying to figure out which line is which. Like, what's the blue dot? Oh yeah, so the Toyota is the blue one. So I'm looking at the top, that thing which is expanding. And the yellow one, you can see the speed similarity at every point. The yellow one is the Civic. So I'm looking at the top right now. And the traces are very, very similar actually. So you see that line which is going down. It's quite interesting. I don't know what that top line is though. So if the other one is speed, so you've got two traces basically. The bottom one appears to be speed. So what's the top one? I think it's meant to be gap, but you can change these things. So have a look. You got this thing. I'll prefer the car. Driving line. Can you change that? Don't know. Speed and gap. But you've got these things. Change mode. Not sure what that does exactly. Oh, okay. So that's more like real time. And you can see how far behind the Civic is there. Whereas you can place them right on top of each other. That's more like a real time thing. You play with the scale with the right stick. Let's see what L2 and R2 do. Okay, that's playback speed. Oh, and rewind as well. Okay, so you can have a look at a corner, and if you wanted to study it a bit more, you can rewind it back, and then you can play the speed a little bit faster like that. Fast forward it to various bits. Change view. Right, so this view is quite interesting because it shows throttle and RPM. So again, the yellow one is the Civic, the blue one is the Toyota. And if you have a look at the bottom with the RPM, the Civic's RPM is consistently, looks like it's a bit higher most of the time. So it's got shorter gearing. Obviously, it's got less horsepower. And interesting, it stays on the gas a little bit longer. Okay, let's have a look at the throttle position. So right now they're all flat out, and then we've gone to the beginning again, and you stay on the gas a little bit longer in the what's it called, on the Civic, and then very similar acceleration positions. Very interesting. Basically, you have to examine these if you want to get faster. On the bottom, you've got this whole, there we are, we've got this centripetal thing, acceleration. I wonder if it gives the maximum, although it looks like the maximum is pretty similar because it just goes around. The blue one is a little bit more, just over that white line. The yellow one not quite there. So it looks like at all positions, the centripetal acceleration is a little bit higher on the GT86 compared to the Civic. Yeah, very interesting. How do you change mode again? So I'm pressing a triangle. You can pause it, play it. What else? What was that thing? Let's have a look at what you can have. You got lateral acceleration. Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Okay, let's make this a little bit wider. All right, lateral G. So I'm looking at this bottom one. They're pretty close. So in some places the Civic is higher, like that place. Let me just try and pause it. There we go. So this bit here, the lateral G of the Civic is a little bit more than the GT86. But then if you continue to play it, like on this bit, it's higher on the GT86. Quite interesting. Wow. That's pretty damn cool. Okay. How do we change the view again? We press that. And then so here we got the speed and RPM. They're very, very similar cars with similar kinds of gearing. The yellow one just revs higher. Look at that. Just a result of, I guess, a more highly tuned engine and gearbox package. Whereas honestly, it feels, the Civic Type R feels a lot more race car than the GT86, where the GT86 obviously has the rear wheel drive handling. So swings and roundabouts depends what you like. And at the bottom you can see the trace of the vehicles. It's going to be a lot of fun examining every car now, comparing one with another. Okay, so I think that's where this channel is going from now on, doing one thing against another and then having a look at the race trace, so to speak. Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.